All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm Beeb. Today we've got one case of 2024 Leaf Pro Set Pure Football to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. It'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and even live. Also, mention the person necessary. Link down in the description. All right. Apologies for the delay on this again. It was supposed to break yesterday, but slight snafu. UPS decided to lose a couple of cases for us and a shipment, but thankfully we were able to get a case here overnighted. And you're good to go. All right, box number 1. Good luck, everybody. Dylan Gabriel out of 75. Alex Orji out of 75. Adrian Peterson out of 25. Xavier Legette, 2 of 4. Braylon Trice, 4 of 4. Garrett Nussmeier, 1 of 2. Nice. And Terry Bradshaw, 5 of 10. LFG for Troy Franklin out of 10. Sam Hartman out of 75. Troy Aikman out of 5. Hudson Card, 3 of 3. Elijah Badger, 4 of 4. Ethan Kaliakmanis, 8 of 10. And Ollie Gordon, all that glitters, 10 of 10. Get back in there. Cam Rising out of 49. Lad McConkey out of 49. Brady Cook, 2 of 5. Xavier Thomas, 1 of 6. Tez Johnson out of 15. Tariq Owens, 2 of 2. And LFG, 1 of 10. Devontae Adams. Auto. Anthony Gold out of 10. Xavier Legette out of 49. Ashton Genty out of 75. Brian Billick out of 10. Garrett Green out of 10. G-Mac, 5 out of 10. And Riley Leonard, 7 of 8. Terry Bradshaw out of 25. Josh Allen out of 15. Jalen Wright out of 10. Braden Fowler Nicolosi out of 5. Peyton Thorne, 1 of 4. Jermaine Jackson, 2 of 8. And dual auto for Cam Rising and Isaac Wilson, 6 of 6. Reminder that any multi-signers will be going to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you hit any. Luther Burden out of 75. Jonathan Brooks out of 75. Juju Lewis out of 75. Justice Haynes, 3 of 7. 1 of 1, Noah Fafita. Nice. Jay Novacek out of 10. And Dan Marino, Steve Young, and Brett Favre, 2 of 2. Triple auto. Boom. That's a cool one. And that was the halfway point. This is box number 7. Mike Singletary at a 75. Rob Gronkowski at a 75. Ollie Gordon, 2 of 3. Javon Baker, 2 of 5. Sam Hartman, 3 of 5. Xavier White, 3 of 15. And 10 of 10, Jaden Daniels. All that glitters. Boom. Thurman Thomas out of 25. Bucky Irving, LFG, 8 of 10. Ray Davis out of 49. Casey Washington, 2 of 2. Cornelius Johnson, 1 of 3. Cam Rising, 3 of 10. And Cameron Ward, 1 of 6. Boom. This is number 1 overall. Jaquan Jackson out of 25. Lawrence Taylor out of 75. Will Howard out of 15. Tyron Tracy Jr. out of 15. Jaquan Jackson, 2 of 2. Kamani Vidal, 6 of 6. And Jackson Dart, 6 of 10. As for the day 2 QB. Bill Parcells out of 49. Hudson Card out of 75. Jerome Bettis out of 49. Taj Brooks, 1 of 4. Malik Murphy, 4 of 6. Matthew Golden, 1 of 3. And dual auto, Noah Fafita and Braden Dorman, 3 of 8. Box number 11. Devin Leary out of 49. Dylan Lau out of 75. Jackson Dart, 3 of 3. Mercury Morris, 9 of 10. Malik Benson, 1 of 15. Grayson McCall, 10 of 10. And quad auto. Dylan Gabriel, Jordan James, Trayshawn Holden, and Tez Johnson. 1 of 5. Boom. And final box to break. Good luck, everybody. Box number 12. Out of this, we'll do a hit recap and then take care of the randoms. Xavier Restrepo out of 25. Roger Staubach out of 75. Isaiah Davis out of 75. Alan Bowman out of 10. Luke McCaffrey, 4 of 5. Jonathan Brooks out of 6. And Lenora Sellers, 6 of 7. To close this out. Alright, that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Really do appreciate it. As well as your patience while we got this straightened up and taken care of. Now then, for the hits, Dylan Gabriel, Alex Orji, Adrian Peterson, Xavier Legette, Braylon Trice, Garrett Nussmeier out of 2, Terry Bradshaw, Troy Franklin, Sam Hartman, Troy Aikman, Hudson Card, Elijah Badger, Ethan Kaliakmanis, Ollie Gordon, Cam Rising, Lab McConkey, Brady Cook, Xavier Thomas, Tez Johnson, Tariq Owens, Devontae Adams, Anthony Gold, Xavier Legette, Ashton Genty, Brian Billick, Garrett Green, George McIntyre, Riley Leonard, Terry Bradshaw, and Josh Allen. Jalen Wright, Braden Fowler-Nicolosi, Peyton Thorne, Jermaine Jackson, Luther Burton, Jonathan Brooks, Juju Lewis, Justice Haynes, Noah Fafita, Jay Novacek, Mike Singletary, Rob Gronkowski, Ollie Gordon, and Javon Baker. Sam Hartman, Xavier White, Jaden Daniels, 10 of 10. Thurman Thomas, Bucky Irving, Ray Davis, Casey Washington, Cornelius Johnson, Cameron Rising, Cam Ward, 1 of 6. Jaquan Jackson, Lawrence Taylor, Will Howard, Tyron Tracy Jr., Jaquan Jackson, Kamani Vidal, and Jackson Dart out of 10. Bill Parcells, Hudson Card, Jerome Bettis, Taj Brooks, Malik Murphy, Matthew Golden, Devin Leary, Dylan Laub, Jackson Dart, Mercury Morris, Malik Benson, and Grayson McCall. Xavier Restrepo, Roger Staubach, Isaiah Davis, Alan Bowman, Luke McCaffrey, Jonathan Brooks, Lenore Sellers, and for the duels, triple and quad, Cameron Rising and Isaac Wilson out of 6. Noah Fafita and Braden Dorman out of 8. Dan Marino, Steve Young, and Brett Favre, 2 of 2. And quad auto, Dylan Gabriel, Jordan James, Trayshawn Holden, and Tez Johnson. All right, that'll do it. Everybody, thank you guys so much for being part of the break as always. Now then, we're going to head to random.org and get these 4 bad boys squared away. So stay tuned if you have any of them. If not, then thank you guys for being here. And again, thank you for your patience. We do have more football breaks up and running constantly. So look forward to having y'all back in here for those and the future. To random.org we go. All right, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to be through your hard to be valid for us. We're going to go 4 times on each random. Starting off with Cameron Rising and Isaac Wilson. That is 3 times. Final roll. That is Cameron Rising coming out on top. Noah Fafita and Braden Dorman. That is 3 times. Final roll. That is Braden Dorman coming out on top. Dan Marino, Steve Young, and Brett Favre. Final roll. Brett Favre taking it down. Congratulations. Dylan Gabriel, Jordan James, Trayshawn Holden, and Tez Johnson. Quad auto. Final roll. It is Tez Johnson. Congratulations. All right, that will do it for Pro Set Pure Case number 22. Thank you guys again. We are on to, I believe, Leaf Collective Multisport here in a few minutes. So look forward to seeing y'all back in here in a few. Gonna get that set up and good to go.